Family, what's up? Kyle Anderson, Bama Football on YouTube, coming to you on Wednesday, July 30th. It's 1:05 p.m. Central Time. I hope you guys are in a good position and ready to talk a little bit of practice from scoop number one, all right? Got some highlights in. These are fresh out the kitchen from the University of Alabama. Have some notes, have some quotes. Things that stood out tonight. We'll do a nightcap as well. So if you're like, oh my goodness, I can't be here, come back at 7 p.m. Central Time. This is basically a celebration of Alabama's first practice. So what we got right here, and I'll go through this with you guys piece by piece. And I'll point out things. We'll stop it. We'll pause it. We'll take our time. Remember, we have a new raffle in. And I'll show you the raffle. Let me get to that raffle real quick because it is we came out with the big guns, all right away. So this is our raffle for today, for really this week. And it's 2 tickets to Alabama versus Wisconsin, right? $25 to get in. Saturday, September 13th, Bryant-Denny Stadium. I'll send you the tickets the day before the game. It's an absolutely insane view. This is actually the field level view. So $25 to get in. Come with it. Get inside the raffle. And let's have some fun with it as we celebrate Alabama's first practice. All right, so you want to come back tonight at 7 p.m. as well. We're having a nightcap, and we'll go more into it. But footage that just came in, and then I'll show you kind of what stood out to me, all that stuff. So let's go through the footage real quick. I'll go full screen on this other side so you can hear my voice on this side of the screen. Looking at Alabama's offensive line right here. And look, I think when we look to Alabama's offensive line, the things that stand out to me is like, who are the guys behind the guys, right? It's like, okay, we know Parker Brailsford, we know Caden Proctor, but like, my goodness, who is it going to be on the 2 deep? That's one of my biggest questions. So what I see right here, this is actually Formby right here on the outside right, number 77. That is Jaden Roberts right here. And then this is Parker Brailsford, right? These guys getting into work, and that's probably your first team offense of the day. Now, one of the things that stood out to me was listening to the team reporters. They were saying that Geno Vandermark was actually repping with the first team offense right here on the right. This is big Michael Carroll. This guy's a monster. He's like 6'7", right? Came in. So what is the 2 deep going to look like? I think that is one of the things that Alabama itself is trying to figure out, is putting the best 5 on the field for your offensive line. Here you can see the guys. Here's Jaden Roberts. Here's Parker Brailsford. Here's even Olas Allen, right? But like, what did the guys look like at the 2 deep? And I think from just day one, it does look like they have some good depth here. It just, I don't know, how we're going to, I want to see the second tier of the offensive line. I'm not necessarily worried about the first team. I think whether you go with Geno Vandermark, you go with Cam Dewberry, I think you're going to be in a good position. But it's a long season. I mean, as you know, I've been playing this football game. I've played 16 games. That's a grind of a season. You're crazy not to think that you're going to have quality depth behind, Wilcom Formby, behind Parker Brailsford, behind Caden. The depth is going to come in huge. So what I saw today, look, we're just at the surface level, but looks good. So let's look at the quarterbacks. I saw some fantastic throws, again, courtesy footage of the University of Alabama. You got the quarterbacks. This is Ty Simpson hooking up with Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams looks good. He doesn't look that thick in that particular photo, but like, we've seen him put on weight. Here's Kalen Russell right here. He's going to throw to Isaiah Horton, right? 6'4" wide receiver right there, number 1. You're going to have Ty Simpson again. And I don't think, look, the way that this is distributed, it's not like a true depth chart, but clearly Ty is number 1, and then we're kind of going to figure out who number 2 is. That is a damn good ball right there. And look, I get it. Let's rewind that again. This is Kalen Russell. Look at this spiral. I'm serious. I get it. Look, this is against air. 100%. I understand that. 1,000,000%. But it's a damn good ball. Like, it's a good ball. Same thing with this pass, okay? Number 8, I think that was Jay Lindsey catching the pass. And then right here, Kalen Russell, another deep downfield pass to number 81. And I want to talk about the tight ends as well. Here's Ty Simpson, some more quarterback footage. I'll go full screen again so you guys can check out the footage. That's Jay Lindsey right there, number 88, the tight end. Little pass to the outside. One tight end that really blew my mind today was number 18, Marshall Pritchett. That guy is really outstanding. Tight end room, we'll talk about it in just a minute. Here's Kalen Russell getting the ball to the outside. Love to see it. Tight ends. We're going to talk about the tight ends now, I guess. You got Danny Lewis. Good to see him back. Remember, he hit the transfer portal for just a day. And And there's a lot of tight ends, a lot of new names to know, like Samarco, who came in. This guy, number 18. I'm serious. When you watch all your footage today, all over, yo, Marshall Pritchett, he is him. He's a freshman that just got here. Yes, and number 81 is Caleb Edwards-Antoine. As we get going, we'll get more comfortable with the numbers and stuff like that. But the tight end room, there's a lot of tight ends, and a lot of these guys are 250 pounds. This is Jay Lindsey. This will be his second year here. Big old dudes at the tight end room. But I have to tell you this, and this is in all honesty, and I know this might make people a little bit uncomfortable, but I have to speak my mind. I have to tell you the truth. I feel that when you look to some of the top positions of Alabama football, and I'm talking units, the number one unit 100% is that wolf position, the outside linebackers. Someone said it inside the comment box. Quay Rousseau looked unbelievable. I'm telling you, he looked outstanding, okay? Now, the tight end room, I have them at the bottom, along with the special teams. Now Pritchett, he's actually one of my MVPs today. I'll talk about that more in a minute. But the tight end room, I saw drop passes. It doesn't, to me, now look, the tight ends could be used in a variety of different ways, and I don't think you have to, rely on your tight ends to do something out extraordinary. But it doesn't seem like there's an absolute, dynamic playmaker, which we knew. But Marshall Pritchett certainly stood out to me from the tight end room. All right, looking at the inside backers. Now, right here, you have Deontay Lawson, okay? Deontay Lawson, he has this big old brace right here on his right leg, and you have Justin Jefferson. Now, I'll say this. Deontay Lawson does not look 100% right now, okay? I was curious to see if he looked 100%. He doesn't, but he looks, more than 70%. So let's give him that. Does he play week one? I have no idea. But that was one of the bigger things that I wanted to see. My goodness, Quentin Reese is an absolute big dude. Here's Nakai Hill-Green. This guy came in from Colorado, remember? All right, so here he is in space. Damn, he's ready to go. He looks absolutely fantastic. And now you'll see some of that outside linebacker rotation. You're not going to see a lot of athleticism from these guys in this particular clip, but I think we have some more footage coming up, that you can see these guys. Here's Noah Carter. There's Justin Hill behind him. There's Deonze Pierre, number 42. Look, this guy is a freshman, just a true freshman, okay? Which is crazy. Man, getting him was that. I'm telling you, this is their top position group, without a doubt. Deonze Pierre, 250 pounds. All right, here's the secondary. That's Xavier Brown working on Mo Lindquist, right? This is, look at Tayshaun Jones. Man, got, believe that is Red Morgan right there, who switched over to corner. Is that more number one? Yeah, that's Damani Jackson right there. So the entire room is just absolutely stellar. Here's Dejon Lee, my bad. Dejon Lee, who's our freshman. 6'4", 6'5". I don't know how tall he is, but I mean, guys, how are you going to keep Dejon Lee off the field? I have no idea. Look at Draker Patrick Jr. coming in. This is Tayshaun Jones. My bad. This is number 7. And he'll probably be that husky, I would imagine. But the secondary looks fantastic, right? I don't know. This looks like some sort of a walk-on right here. Look, Draker Patrick, dude. This dude put on some weight, huh? Yeah, it's good to see him, man. Look at him. He's fast, too. He looks faster. All right. Looks like we're going to look at some wide receivers. Looks like some sort of a cross. In the back right here, you can see Keelan Russell. This is Austin Mack and Ty Simpson right here. See what Ryan Williams. Little cut. Come back to the ball. Catch, tuck. Cover the ball. 100%. Look how swole Jerry Bernard is. Jerry Bernard looks jacked, right? Here he is off the ball. Come across the middle. Secure the ball. In the end zone. Touchdown. Okay, this is the only clip that we got of Lazier Brooks. It was that little slice of pizza right here. All right. This is Lazier Brooks. What I want you to watch on this particular clip, okay? Well, this is the only thing that we saw of Lazier Brooks today. But look at this dude off the line, all right? Let me go back full screen. Yeah, good luck defending this. No, thank you. How are you going to keep him off the field? There's Austin Mack. Austin Mack, look at this dude. He is a unit, right? I mean, look how big he is. Throwing to the outside, that is number 11, Rico Scott. Here's more of Austin Mack. Austin Mack distributes the football out to Derek Meadows, who is a 6'5 wide receiver. More Austin Mack. Austin Mack across the middle of the field. I think that is Bubba Hampton, right? Number 6. And it looks like he has some sort of a sleeve on his leg because I know he was injured. Oh, you see him right here. This brace down here. I think that's our boy Bubba, right? Hampton. Good to see him back in the fold. You know, I didn't see Cole Adams today. I'm sure he was out there. I just probably haven't seen him within the footage or whatever, you know, was out there. Here, all 3 quarterbacks. Right? Step up, make the pass. Man, Derek Meadows is tall in the back. There's Ryan Grubb, and you also see Nick Sheridan working with the guys as well. More quarterback action. Ty Simpson at quarterback. I think, you know, like, I don't know. Is there one quarterback, honestly, is there a quarterback that, like, completely, like, just stands out to you when you're watching the film? Honestly, like, before I go to the defensive lineman, kind of point to ponder. You don't have to answer right now. Maybe you could do it on the nightcap when I come back. But, like, is there one quarterback that, like, just jumps out to you? It seems to me that it's like, you know, Ty has, you know, the mechanics, maybe the experience, but I don't know if there's, like, I don't know if we can tell just from this small footage if there's just, like, one guy that's, like, leaps ahead of another one. You know, I think it's just, you know, I mean, we got 3 good quarterbacks. All right, let's go to the defensive lineman, because the defensive lineman, I really like this footage coming up right here. This is, look at Tim Keenan tiptoeing around. You got LT Overton. Yo, these 2 back-to-back, right? This is Kelby Collins, who came in from Florida, right? Number 17. And a lot of these guys that came in, man, this is Keon Keeley, right? I think that was Jordan Renard before him, number 11. Man, this dude is just a big man. Super lean, too. I like the defense. I know you guys, you know, we have reservations about the defensive line, but, man, I don't know. I like this guy. You know what? This guy stood out to me today. Isaiah Fega, number 88. Dead serious. He really did. I like the way he chopped his feet, moved his hands. Here's Tim Keenan, seasoned pro, seasoned vet, right? Man, LT Overton doing his thing. Looks good. I don't know. I like that. Here's Jordan again, number 11. I don't know. I like the way that these guys look. So that's the footage that I had from today. And then kind of some points to ponder. You know, I'll go to the big screen right now. Again, if you're just checking in, we have, this is our big raffle. It's a big ticket item. All right, so we got 2 tickets for Alabama versus Wisconsin, Section E, row 61. That's literally the view. Saturday, the September 13th at Bryant-Denny Stadium, $25 to get in. It's a retail value for 2 tickets of like $513 or something crazy like that. So $25 to get in for a shot. You know, jump in. This is the view, right? Alabama versus Wisconsin, 11 a.m. kickoff. All right. A couple notes that stood out to me from practice, just, you know, watching things that Ty Simpson taking the first team reps, then Austin Mack, then Keelan Russell probably means nothing, but that's kind of what it is. Mack is just towering, throws a powerful ball, but other than that, you know, Ty Simpson looks like he is the #1 quarterback, as Coach Kalen DeBoer has told us. You have another quarterback that is in there, that is John Gazaniga, who is 6'7", right, 252 pounds or something like that. Gino Vandermark was at the first team left guard over Cam Dewberry. Jackson Lloyd and Michael Carroll were the second team tackles. Josh Cuevas, Danny Lewis, the first team tight ends. And then on the defensive side, Deontay Lawson, I felt like, you know, he's not moving 100% just yet, but something that we're going to keep, you know, track of. Damani Jackson, Xavier Brown were your first team corners, along with Cam Calhoun after that, Dejon Lee and Chuck McDonald. The Wolf position is just extraordinary. I think that when you look to that particular position, it's probably one of the best in the country, thanks to our sponsor, Sonic here, right? America's favorite drive-in, West Memphis, Arkansas, Marion, Arkansas, where I-55, I-40 hit. And this is what, you know, even Mike Rodak from 24/7 said, that Lawson particularly did not seem to be moving completely smooth yet. I noticed the same thing just looking at the brace. So I was curious, is he 100%? I don't think so at this point in time. Something that we'll keep track on. But this is probably one of the biggest pieces of news. Look, there wasn't a ton today. It wasn't like there was like any like groundbreaking stuff that we didn't kind of already know. But this was the biggest piece of news. Like, if, you know, is this guy 100%? No, he's not. And that was answered today. These are my rankings for the unit positions right now. I have the Wolf position as number 1, then receivers, then corners. At the bottom, I have tackle experience. Just behind, you know, after Wilkin, who's it going to be? Then I have tight ends there at the bottom, and then special teams. But with that said, my MVPs for today are Marshall Pritchett, who's a tight end. I mean, the footage that I saw all over the place of this guy, yo, he's good. Super, super talented. I don't know where he is on the depth chart or anything like that, but this dude is damn good. And then I have to say, this looks like one of the best players on the entire team. I'm telling you. Did anybody else notice that Quay Rousseau looked like the guy's a dog last year. But did anybody see him today? Any other footage that you guys saw from all the other team reporters? My God, this guy looks insane. He looks like one of the top players on the team, 100%. Is there anyone that agrees with that? That just stood out to me. Here's a look at the quarterback room, and here's what Coach Kalen DeBoer had to say. But first, we got a quote from Nick Kelly of AL.com. He said, "To the average untrained eye," this is Nick Kelly, one of the top reporters on the beat, said, "Simpson seems to have the best mechanics of the 3 quarterbacks. He's crisp and confident." All right, that's what he says. Coach Kalen DeBoer, during his press conference, which we'll play tonight, he said, "Keelan's going to have the biggest jump naturally. Keelan's reps continue to build up from where he was at in the spring, and he was primarily with the 3s and the 4s. We'll play it out as we go." So there you go in terms of, you know, where Keelan Russell is. And look, he did get some opportunities this spring, but the guy just got here, and he already looks polished. He looks good. Keelan Russell looks like where he's supposed to be, right? There's nothing wrong with that. This guy's a dog. He looks like where he's supposed to be, 100%. Coach Kalen DeBoer also talked about Dre Washington, a running back that we are curious about. And he says, "I thought he had a really nice practice today. It's clicking more. It's got himself in the right mix for sure as we kind of narrow things down." Now, when I look to the running back room, this is probably another group that I could have ranked up there with my position groups. Didn't see a lot of footage from the running backs. Sometimes they have the running backs kind of on the back end of where the guys practice. But look how healthy it is. I mean, my goodness. Jam looked, I saw a brief clip of Jam. He looked great. Saw right after him was Richard Young. And then it was Daniel Hill. He was the 3rd running back from what I saw from the footage out there today. Draylon Washington, good update from Coach Kalen DeBoer. I have no idea how they're going to utilize him, but I would say that those 4 are going to be the most utilized, clearly. And then, you know, Kevin Riley, A.K. Deere, those guys just got here. But it's the room is extraordinary, right? Top to bottom, it is really, really good. On the left guard position, this is probably the second most important piece of news today after Deontay Lawson. Both of them referring to Gino Vandermark and Cam Dewberry, doing great all summer, super competitive. DeBoer said Gino in year 2 with us is comfortable with the offense. I think that he might be the starter for Florida State, Gino Vandermark. Now, it's one practice, but I think it's because comfortable in the offense, that might be, I mean, if they're the same, this is the Alabama starting offensive line today. Caden Proctor, Gino Vandermark, Parker Brown. Look at Gino Vandermark is 6'5", 326. Yo, if he's comfortable and there's kind of, you know, these guys are even, play the guy who's more comfortable. Parker Brailsford, and you know that Gino has more symmetry with the guys because he was here last year and he played in the trenches with the guys last year, so play him. I like Gino Vandermark. Will Conform be out on the outside. Coach Kalen DeBoer did mention something that we were talking about as well, and he said, look, the punter position is the most open position in special teams, right? So you kind of look to the punters, and you're like, who's it going to be? Well, you have Alex Osbroff and Blake Dowd, right? Alex just got here. Blake, he's played, Colorado School of Mines. He came in, so he has a lot more experience. If I had to guess today, it's probably going to be Blake at punter. But just as Coach Kalen DeBoer said, yeah, there's still competition there for the punter position. Your kickers, Connor Talty, Peter Nataro. I think this is how it's going to work. I think the kicker is going to be Connor Talty, the punter is going to be Blake Dowd, and the long snapper is going to be Pablo Escobar here. Right? Just kidding. David Bird. So, Raffle, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us from Long Island. So that's kind of where, we stand on that front. Regarding the wide receivers, he said this about Jalen Hill. This is coming from Coach Kalen DeBoer. Our whole team is proud of him, not just me. There's reps that he hasn't taken, so he's still learning as he goes. Every rep is going to get more and more confident. And this is one of the bigger comeback stories along with Deontay Lawson is on the offensive side. Where the hell is Jalen Hill in terms of his status? I think that Jalen Hill is a little bit further along than Deontay Lawson. Maybe that doesn't matter because they're on two different sides of the ball. I'm just like two guys that I'm just really hoping for the best for, because if you can get this guy back up to 100%, it's going to be equally as impactful as Deontay Lawson on the defensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Here's a look to the wide receivers, the big three: Ryan Williams, Isaiah Horton, Jerry Bernard. We saw those guys out there today. They all look stellar, to be honest. And then it's kind of like one of the bigger questions that we're tracking right now is who's number 4 at wide receiver? And I think it's going to be Rico Scott. And then kind of depending on how, Jalen's coming along, wide receiver number 5, I'd probably say is Cole Adams, and then maybe Lazier Brooks or vice versa. I don't know. We'll see. And then you also have Jalen Mbakwe, who was up there catching passes today. He looked good. I saw some clips of him. He looked good. And Bubba Hampton, he has a brace on his leg. And I saw Derek Meadows out there. He's just as tall. He seems like just as tall as Austin Mack, right? Those guys are giants. All right, so that's kind of our, our midday show. Tonight, we'll be back and we'll have a nightcap and we'll recap everything. I'll play Coach Kalen DeBoer's press conference. I'll pause it. We'll highlight things that he talked about. And, any other items that came through from today, we'll highlight those topics. But that's kind of where we're at. I mean, were there any observations that you guys have kind of in the midway point? And again, this is our raffle today, so if you guys want to jump in, please do it. 2 tickets, Alabama versus Wisconsin. There's only been one person to get into the raffle, so your chances are extraordinary to win the raffle, right? Alabama versus Wisconsin. It's a ticket value of $543 for 2 tickets. Saturday, September 13th, kickoff 11 a.m., Bryant-Denny Stadium, all right? Let's see. Case is saying, do we have any clips of Bubba Rogers? Bubba Rogers is the fake tackle that they added on the game, so no, they didn't. AI inside the comment box says he thinks it was a mistake that Jalen Mbakwe moved to the other side of the ball. I don't know. I mean, I think that, with somebody like Jalen Mbakwe, it's like, man, things are going to work out for him. I just like, it might take some time, right? Like, it might just take a little bit of time for him to kind of work on his depth chart, like work his way up. But man, he's, he can't switch back now. No, the tickets don't cover parking. Parking's crazy here at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Good luck with that. Man, you probably either have to take the bus on in or find park. I have no idea. Good luck to you. Any other things that stood out today? Did anybody else see like Marshall Pritchett? He stood out. The guy's good. Oh, Tank news. You want to talk about Tank? Yeah, that's good. All right. We can pause this and go to this screen. Let me see. Give me 1 second while I go here. Man, I have so many clips. It's insane. I think I have a clip over here of Tank that I can show. See if I could do this fine. Oh no, I thought that would work out better. All right, so Tank Jones, as you know, is going to announce, I guess, tomorrow. And that's coming from Brett Greenberg, who is one of the most, in the know guys recruiting wise. Damn, I have a lot of clips up in here. I don't even know if I can find it. Oh, man. Well, anyways, Tank Jones is committing tomorrow, I guess. Are we sure on that? Is that like a 100% thing? I don't know if he is or not. What are you guys thinking? Have you guys had more time to think about Tank Jones? I don't know what time he's announcing. I don't even know if he's really announcing tomorrow. Is that like official? All right, Joshua Millen, you're in, dog. Appreciate you. So are you, Amanda. All right, so Brett's locked in for 100%. So if he said he's announcing, then yeah, we'll go live for it. We'll have a parade and a celebration, and we'll do the whole thing. I just don't know what time it is. Do we have a time on Tank Jones? I think somebody said that Oregon is like making more of a push. I have no idea. You imagine what's going on right now between Oregon, Texas A&M, and Alabama? Pfft, I hate to be at that poker table. Daniel's saying I bet it leaks today. Well, I mean, how it usually works is like they figured out a way to like announce without ruining the kid's moment, which I still think is ruining the kid's moment, is when they give the forecast, right? So it's like the guy finds out and then he's like, well, you know, this is where he's going. That's my prediction, but he really knows that, you know, beforehand. So I don't know, but we'll cover it. I don't know what time it is. Daniel Adams is saying Texas A&M is out. Tiffany's in. Southern Red. And let's see who else. We got good. We're starting to get some Ethan Wilson is in. All right, good. And remember, it's the raffle's 25. I don't care how many times you guys get in. The ticket value is 500 and I think it's 543, something like that. We'll talk about it more tonight on the nightcap as well. But yeah, I mean, like I said, my MVPs today, Quay and then Marshall Pritchett. The biggest pieces of news, Deontay Lawson, not 100%, which is fine. And that Geno Vandermark was at left guard over Cam Dewberry. Was there was there another like major storyline that stood out today? It's kind of like business as usual. Felt good, looked good. And I like the defensive line. I do. Let's go out and point some of these guys' numbers real quick for the defensive line. Let's do that real quick. Alabama football roster. Because some of the guys on the defensive line, I didn't really, some of the numbers I'm not familiar with just yet. Let's see if we can get it real quick. Okay, so I'm looking at the roster real quick on this side. Most of the defensive linemen have like lower numbers too. All right, let's get to the defensive linemen. Here they were. They're on the back end. All right, let's do some homework. This is what I call homework. All right, 96. That was Tim Keenan. Number 22. That's LT Overton. Number 17. You guys know who 17 is? Kelby Collins. Okay. Q9's asking about Dejoun Lee. Yeah, I think Dejoun Lee will play this year for sure. Yeah, I think he's too good not to. Number 11, I think this is Jordan Renard. Let's see. Yep, Jordan Renard is number 11. This guy, I'm telling you, this guy's nobody talks about him except me, I think. I don't know why. 31, this is Keon Keeley. Okay. 25. Okay, let's see 25. Damn, I don't know. Oh, this is Steve Mbua. God, this dude is huge. I guess that looks like LT again. Oh, no. That's James Smith, number 23. That's James Smith. This guy, Isaiah Fega, number 88. Know him. Look at this guy. He looks like a ninja. 90's not bad either. Who's 90? Let's see. Oh, 90 is London Simmons. That's a new freshman that we got. There's Tim Keenan. The dude is gigantic. And then LT Overton. So it kind of repeats again. So let's do it 2 times. That's how you learn, right, Jimmy? 2 times? 2 times, 2 times. That's how you learn, is you got to do it and then you got to do it again. So let's go through it one more time. All right, 17, Kelby Collins. Got it. Number 11, Jordan Renaud. Got it. Number 31, Keon Keeley. Got it. Number 25. Who's 25? Steven Bua. Got it. Number 23, James Smith. Got it. London Fox from the video games, not in. Isaiah Fega, number 88. Got it. Number 90, London Simmons. Got it. Number 96, Tim Keenan. Had it. Number 22, LT Overton. Had it. Yeah, is Fox 85? Oh, shoot. 17. Did we miss 17? 17, look. Who was 17? Damn it. Okay, 22. 92, that's got to be Beeman, right? And 17, damn, he looks really good. Let's see, 17, damn it. 17 is, oh yeah, Kelby Collins, damn it. Got to get that right. Oh. He looks good, man. I'm pumped up about him. Yeah. See if we can see that. No, this is just the corner. Hey, you guys know who this is, right? 21. Okay, you guys know who that is. How about 80? You know who 80 is? Who's 80? We got to get this 100% by we'll give ourselves a week. You guys know, you guys should 100% know who 80 is. I'm not changing it till you get 80. Number 92 is Jeremiah Beeman. Who's 80? You can't change it until we get it. Who's 80? Embarrassing. I had to know 80, and he starts on my team. Okay, good job, Jarvis. All right. Okay, we're just gonna click. All right, 87. Who's 87? We're just jumping through. This is called quick learning with Kyle. All right, you guys got Cuevas. All right, who's number 87? Who's number 87? Danny Lewis. Danny Lewis. All right, let's go right here. Who's 55? 55. You guys should know this one. 55 right here. He's been here for a long time. Joe Crooms, you got Danny Lewis. Nice work, dog. 55. I like this game. I like the trivia. 55. Anybody? That's like Ryan Williams. Who's 55? Yep, Rock Montgomery. Good. Very good. All right. Let's do one more. Who's 76? 76. This is a good one. This is a hard one. He just got here. 76. Who is 76? He's a tackle. No, this is not Ryan Williams. Nope, it's not Dewberry. This is not Austin Mack. It's one of my favorite names to say. Arquel Anugum. Anugum. All right. Yeah. We got it. All right. Good stuff, fam. All right. So day one for the afternoon cap is in. Remember, if you want to join the raffle, these are the tickets. Win 2 tickets to Alabama's second home game, Alabama versus Wisconsin. It is September 13th at 11 a.m. 25 to get in. This is the view. There's still plenty of room to get in. I don't care as many times as you guys want to get into the raffle. But I have the tickets. They're expensive. Dude, I can't even imagine like what we do later on in the season for tickets. Because tickets are crazy. Especially if you, like, let me ask you something inside the comment box. I'm serious before I bounce out. So, like, in the future, if I do, like, the raffle, right? If I do, like, obviously I'm going to do more raffles that are, like, ticket-based. Do you guys, like, want something like this? Like, 2 tickets kind of, you know, in that lower level bowl? Or would you care if they were, like, on that upper level? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You have to think about it. I mean, tickets are tickets. I don't know. Anyways, plenty of room in the raffle. We'll do it. We'll run the tickets, and you know, we'll do the raffle next week, so you'll see this frequently. But anyways, catch me tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, and you know, we'll kick it. We'll do a nightcap. We'll have Coach Kalen DeBoer's press conference. That and more. We'll have a fun time. Who knows? Maybe we even do some retro at the back end. All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for kicking it with me right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Coming to you from Tuscaloosa, Alabama on this fine July 30th. Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. See you, fam. Late.